Howdy guys, it's me Kevin Who. I'm back, yeah. I didn't disappear off the face of the earth or anything. So today we're going to be doing a game jam. It's called Devtober 2020. Welcome to my first ever game jam that I've ever done. And yeah, I'm gonna do it in JavaScript, HTML, all that stuff. Never made a game in JavaScript and all that. But it's gonna be fun. Let's do this. I want it to be accessible to as many people as possible. Let's go. So basically, I have a first prototype here. Actually, my first one is posted on Twitter. Follow me at KevinWho5 or it'll be in the description. As you can see, the puzzle's pretty simple. You just move around and get to the end goal. But enough with that, let's show the actual game. Okay, so this is the actual game. What I got so far, these are just kind of placeholders for now, the sprites at least. Or some of them are. And yeah, we can push boxes, we can rotate our direction with these rotate things. Padlock gates need keys to open and, you know, basic things like that. And the base rule of this whole game is that once you start moving in a direction, you won't stop moving until you hit some sort of wall or something. Alrighty, so here's the first prototype. You've seen this already, but I'm gonna explain it a bit more. So, in this prototype, the red squares were boxes, you could push them, and the black square was you, and you moved until you hit something. And you can't push more than one box at once, so you can see that in some of these things. And the blue squares would basically just flip your direction or rotate you. Oh yeah, and the purple squares, yeah, that was your goal. Get to the purple squares. That's all I had, that was the whole prototype. And then I thought, well, let's texture this up, because it kind of looks a little boring, and if I keep adding blocks, I'm gonna forget what each block is. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that in Devtober they partnered with this really cool music group or a smaller website, weloveindies.com, and they were giving out free music for us, and that's great for me because I don't know how to make music, so thanks to them I have music, so that's great. Alrighty, so like I said earlier, the crates look like mushrooms from Minecraft, so here's a little time lapse of me doing that. And now here is what I had so far. The crates are in. They're still looking like mushrooms because I hadn't coded them in yet. But just a little bit of gameplay. The background was kind of blank. FPS counter was pretty huge and not fitting in really. But yeah, that's what I had. I had some keys, I had some basic other stuff, but I still hadn't redone the crates. But what I have learned from this is that puzzle game design is hard. Anyways, so as you see here, there's a spike that pops in and out of the ground, and that was gonna be my idea. It was gonna be the next block. It was gonna be a cool block, and it was gonna be the first block that changed every second, like, move. But it was a pain, it was confusing, there were problems with it. It was just too confusing for people to get the hang of, so I just scrapped it, threw it out. Yeah, so I spent like 2 days doing this. Gosh darn you, if you had done a little bit more planning, you would have known that the spike was a horrible decision. It would have been a horrible idea, and you would have saved yourself 2 days. Anyways, after the great spike incident that lasted 2 days, yeah, I had to remove it. I didn't want to. I'd spent 2 days on it, so I really didn't want to. But it had to be done. So yeah, here's the state of the thing. The game, it's going pretty well. It has textures now. It actually got done pretty quickly. We have about a little bit more than 2 weeks left, so got this all done in about a week, as you can see here on the Game Jam page. So I was afraid that I wasn't gonna get this done in time, but I guess I got the base game done. So add more levels, polish it, add the title, all that. So I think it's time to do some coding. Alrighty, I've got all the menus done, and the title screen's done. Everything should be good. There's a pause button in the game, and I've even added music, so we're pretty close to really good. And we still have quite a bit of time left, like a week, so time to polish after that. But yeah, this is what I have. Oh yeah, and it seems I kind of forgot to mention that we do have, like, dialogue in the game. So yeah, I made that real quick. I'm not an expert at it. In fact, this is my first time making dialogue for any game. So yeah, it is what it is. The game, again, is in the description if you want to play it. So now that we have all that done, it's pretty much just time to do polishing and more levels. As we can see here, we have about like a week or 2 weeks, 20 days. It's a little more than 2 weeks. Oi mate, what you doing over there? Oh, you know me, I'm just shining this game up, polishing it before the release, fixing all those bugs. Shouldn't be so hard. Alrighty, now that the whole game is pretty much done, I need to playtest it a little bit more, find all the last bugs, fix them, and then also make the logo and the banner and all of that stuff, because, yeah, kinda need that for the page. So, yeah, I made the banner and the logo, and, I'm almost done with this thing. And then I decided, you know, why not make a actual downloadable build of the game, because some people like downloadable copies. So I started work on that, did my research on how to make an installer, because installers are cooler than zip files. That didn't go well, because the installer, you need the installer to uninstall the app if you already had it, and I didn't know this, so I permanently got it installed on my computer. Yeah, that wasn't so great. So I scrapped the installer because I don't want anyone else to make the same mistake as me, and yeah, it's a zip file now. So I ended up finishing the game, like 1 or 2 weeks about before the deadline. Okay, so I didn't really want to wait any longer, so I decided to go submit my game to the Jam. I also had to write up a little post-mortem, so if you go to the Jam's page, it will be in the description. Mine will be linked there. You can see the post-mortem too. You can read it. It's basically this whole thing, how the whole thing went, a reflection. And yeah, so I submitted that, and then someone played my game on Twitch. I sent it to them, and they played it, and it was pretty cool.
I give it 4 stars. I would think the only thing I can enhance it is some of the graphics. Other than that, I love it. The way it feels is amazing. You did a great job. I like how you have the different elements. It really keeps the gameplay fresh. Because I feel like when you're doing the same thing, a game for too long, or it looks the same for too long, then you can get bored. But that's not the case with this game, because you introduce new elements. The different types of blocks, in this case. Yeah, doing it on mobile would be great. Like, that would, a game like...
And alright, you came here to listen to me, not someone else reviewing my game. So yeah, shout out to Half-Bolt Games for playing my game and giving an honest review. It was really cool. And, if anyone else ever wants to playtest my games or anything, you know where to find me. I'm on Discord, links in the descriptions, how to contact me, all that stuff. So, yeah, that's been this Game Jam. It was lots of fun. I was a little stressed at the whole thing. Thought it was quite a rush actually still. I didn't scope too big, which is surprising. And yeah, had fun. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.